So let's dive right in and allow ourselves for a start the phenomenal dimension of our experience, thoughts, feelings, sensations, sense perceptions that usually are in the foreground, so to speak, of our experience. Speaking for our attention, our engagement, to play with them. Let's allow those phenomena to sink back in, to fall back, so to speak, a bit into the background, simply by not giving them our awareness, our attention, simply by letting them appear in us, in consciousness, not jumping on the trains that pass by in form of thoughts, feelings, sensations, sense perceptions. Just allowing them to do their thing. Simply being aware of them. We are not trying anything. Especially we're not trying to silence the mind, to quiet the mind. Any attempt to quiet or silence the mind is just an activation of the idea of a separate me having a problem with its own activity of thought, feeling, perception. But we, awareness, our shared beingness, has no such problems, troubles. It is simply lovingly aware lovingly in the sense of welcoming, allowing, not resisting anything that is arising in us, consciousness. Understanding that all that is arising in our consciousness is made of the same stuff. Is made out of me, out of awareness, so to speak. Awareness contracting itself into form, into the form of thought, of feeling, of perception. This is an impersonal activity of consciousness. At no point we can check if at any point in this activity, in this contraction of consciousness, there is this apparent separate me, the separate self. We can check where it is. Let me know if you find it. This apparent separate me is nothing than another thought, impersonally arising in consciousness, from consciousness. Consciousness in disguise, packaged in a certain form, in a thought form, or in a feeling form. see clearly that this awareness that is aware of those phenomena is like the space in the room that you are sitting in, welcoming equally, neutrally, all the phenomena arising in the space. Having no problem with how the furniture is arranged, what sounds arise. Our awareness, our consciousness, our being is like this space. It's just welcoming openly whatever is arising in it. So if we shift our awareness, so to speak, from the phenomena that are arising from the objects in consciousness to consciousness itself, to this spaciousness, simply by resting in and as this spaciousness, without grabbing the phenomena and without pushing them away. Naturally, the objects, the phenomena, with time, but without effort, effortless, move to the background of our experience, so to speak, and this awareness, this spaciousness, this consciousness has, so to speak, the space to come forward and say, hey, wow, you may have overlooked your very own awareness, your very own beingness most of your life. by being so fascinated, but by all this play, all these thoughts, feelings, perceptions, all these amazing things that were appearing in you, you may have overlooked the simple fact of your very own existence, of your being. See clearly that being is the most ordinary, your most common, intimate, familiar experience of yourself. See clearly that there is nothing needed to be done, to be achieved, to be enlightened or awakened, to be that what you already are. In the contrary, the effort comes from this fantasy me, this fictional me that claims as a very convincing packaging of thoughts, feelings, perceptions in the package of me. This packaging of thinking of myself, of being a separate person, or feeling myself as a separate person, is the effort. And the separate me doesn't mind in which form this packaging comes, as long I'm busy thinking about myself, feeling myself. And it doesn't matter what problem I have. As long as I have one, I'm safe as a separate me. See clearly how this Separate me is nothing than this packaging of thought and feeling and perception connected to a fictional self. A fictional self that mixes continuously the beingness, the I am, mixes and connects them and puts them together with those phenomena that are arising in me consciousness. Thinking on behalf of me as a separate person, me, my body. What is best for me? What do I need? How do I get enlightened? How do I get rid of this problem? The center of this fictional self activity is a me, is an I that we cannot find in our experience. It's just a thought, feeling, perception package.